myself Chidan Mathasulya, and today we are going to solve another LeetCode question. So let's start it. So question number is 2678. Title is number of senior citizens, and description is given as you are given a zero indexed array of strings details. Each element of details provides information about a given passenger compressed into a string of length 15. The system is such that the first 10 characters consist of the phone number of passengers. The next character denotes the gender of the person. The following two characters are used to indicate the age of the person. The last two characters determines the seat allotted to that person. Return the number of passengers who are strictly more than 60-year-old. So basically, in this question, we need to find how many. We need to find that how many total number of senior citizens are in the bus or etc. wherever this passenger. So for that, we have a strict rule that a passenger needs to be strictly greater than 60. Means 60 is also not allowed. So person can be maybe 61 to the max age, 110 or 120, etc. Anything. So we need to find that, and we are given an uh, passenger details array. In that, there are all passenger details in a form of string. So one person detail is in a form of string, and in string, that string contains first phone number of that person. Second thing is gender of that person, means male, female, or third. And the third thing is the age of that person, means third two characters denotes the age. For example, in example one, these first 10 characters are denotes the number of the passenger. Then this M means the person is male. And then is 75 means two characters means the person is 75-year-old. And last two characters, the 22 means the passenger is allocated by 22 number seat. So we need to uh, take this 75 as age and needs to add in a total and return that total because 75 is greater than 60. In short, we need to take all this type of aids from all strings, and after that we need to return all the number of passengers who are strictly more than 60-year-old. So first I will explain you the question with proper explanation, and after that now I'm going to explain you the core logic to solve this question. So let's move on the next screen. Okay guys, now I'm on the second screen where I can explain the equation perfectly. So here we have the example one, and in that we have this string, and in this string we can say these first 10 characters are the phone number of that person. Sorry, this much 10 characters are the phone number. Then this particular M is shows the gender of that person. Now we need this 75 because the question says that the 75, the two characters are the actual age of that person. Because if we see the rules of the equation, then here we can see that first 10 characters are consist phone number, then the next character denote the gender, and after that the following two characters are used to indicate the age of the person. So, and after that, there is the remaining digits are for seed allotment. So that means if I explain you in the second string also, and in second string, these characters are phone number, and this F is for the gender purposes, and this 92 is actual age that we need. So now, if I told you question perfectly, then here what we need to do is first we are given array of details, array of details, and in from this array on each index we have a string that represent a single passenger detail, right? Now in this string we have first 10 characters, then a single character, and then two character. This is our age, right? So if we see the whole details that we denote here, then we can say that first of all we need to run a loop through array that gives us each string, right? This first loops in the array gives us all the string, right? So now once we can say once we got the strings, then we can say that we run loop into string for what? So to find age, right? So the, the purpose of this second loop is we need to travel till the age, and we need to check that if this age is greater than 60, sorry, is greater than 60 or not. We need to check this, right? So this is the base logic. This is the base treatment that we can say. So now what we can say is, now we know we need to run two loop, one in array and second in string, right? Now, so if we first of all say very simply, then this is the first for loop. This is for array that gives us each index of the array, and after that we run a second for loop in the string, and we run this for loop till we get age. And after that, after getting the age, we check this if age is greater than 60 or not. If this condition is true, then we add a total, and after that we need to return the total, right? If I dry run the code for this example one, then this first for loop, wait a minute, yeah, this first for loop means the outer for loop is run through this whole array. Wait a minute, I will remove all this that you can easily find all things. Now, this outer for loop, the main outer for loop, is run through this whole array, and it gives us the each index one by one. Means first it gives us a zero index, then one, then the second index. It gives us like that. So in first iteration of loop, we get this zero index, and now our this second for loop is running through the string, right? So when we get this as our zero index, then our second loop runs through it, right? And it runs in this manner, totally in this manner, and we need to stop that loop at this position, means at here, and we need to take last two element and make it age, and then we need to compare it, right? Then we need to compare it, this two, and then we need to compare it. Okay, so now we are running we are running the two loop. So our so because of this two loop, our time complexity already becomes n square, because of first loop is in array and second loop is in string, right? And after this second loop, we need to stop it at age, right? So instead of doing this, why we not directly, instead of run this second for loop, we can directly take the exact index of age characters, right? If we get this, then instead of this whole for loop, we directly do a process where we add both characters into one, and we can take directly it as age. So now if I write that code, then we run a first for loop through the array, and here we can take as like character c1 equals to array of I of whatever index the age is, because in question we can see that the length of these all strings are always the same, because these all are the details of the passengers. So the index of this age is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So you can see that we can take C1 as 11 number index of, and C2 as array of I of 12 character. Now we both have C1 and C2, but this both C1 and C2 are in character form. Uh, we need to we need to we need to convert this character into integer to do math operations, right? So for that we use a simple math trick, that is in math trick in C++, and that is if we minus any character, if we minus zeroth zero, this is zero, not O. If we minus zero from any numbered character, means 1, 2, 3, etc., then we can get a real integer C1. means real integer, not character anymore. So we do this operation for this both of this. Then we add this C1 and C2 and make 2-digit age. And then we compare this age, compare it for the 60, right? So our final code becomes like first for loop for the array. Then here we take C1 and C2, whatever it comes, and then we take a age integer and first we multiply 10 into C1 plus C2 because this is the secondary number. So we need to multiply it with 10 for getting the perfect digit. And then we compare age is greater than 60 or not. If this condition follow, then we add a 1 digit in total. After this one for loop, we got just order of n10 complexity because we already decided this C1 and C2 as proper index, right? So this is the final code. So now let's convert this code into C++ code and then we check the code it is perfect or not. So let's move on this C++ compiler. Okay, so now I am on my LeetCode compiler again. So let's start it. First we take a total as 0. Then we run a for loop that starts from 0 index and end till details dot size because details is a vector. Then I plus plus. And in that we directly take C1 as details of I of 11th index and C2 as details of I of 12th index. 12th index, right? Now here we take another variable as age equal to what we need to do here is we need to convert. So for that we can do like 10 multiplied by C1 minus character 0 and then we plus again C2 minus character 0. And after that, we are going to check that if age is greater than 60 or not. If this is greater than 60, then we add 1 in total. And after that, we directly return total because we need to return the total number of senior citizens. So the code is complete. First, run the code and see is there any error or not. Okay, so case 1 and 2 is accepted. So let's submit the code. Code is submitted in 0 millisecond runtime as you see. If I analyze the complexity, then is order of n as I say because we only use one loop, so it's optimal time, optimal approach. So I hope you understand the solution and I hope you like my new method that I explain it in another screen, proper writing and all. So if you have still any doubt or any other improvement or etc., then let me know in the comments and let's meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.